Hey guys, it's the Jedi here, and I'm gonna go over one of the typical series of poses in PiYo because it comes up again and again during the home workouts, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knows how to do it correctly because there is some things going on with your hips there, and you want to make sure your alignment is good. So the first one is pyramid. So we're going to be talking about going from the first pose, pyramid, to Warrior 3, right, which is the one where you have to have a lot of balance and you feel your foot getting wobbly, to half moon pose, and then to 3-point balance, which is where you get to open up your hip. So for pyramid, the most important thing is to remember on the DVD how she talks about the alignment between your one foot and the other. So let's say I'm starting with the left foot being forward. That back foot, you want to make sure that it's intersecting right here. So if you were to look at the back heel of your left foot, it should be sort of like slicing in a line right through your other one. So if I go like that, you can see how there's a line running right through there. But here's the thing, when you're doing pyramid, what you're actually going to do is, it's very, what's the word? You're more prone to want to rotate the hip out because you've got that back foot in a certain way. So what you want to try to do is you want to move your hips forward. So you want to have like your hips this way. And it's going to be tempting, like you're going to feel yourself slowly sliding that way, and you have to consciously make sure that you're forward. And so what you're going to do in pyramid is you just hinge forwards. You keep these straight, like as if this foot were together with the other foot, but it's not, but you're just going to keep it going straight. And you're just going to hinge forward. And so you should feel a stretch in 2 places. Well, I feel it in 3. I feel a little bit in my hip right here, this left hip. I also definitely feel it in my shin right here, and I feel it in my hamstring. So I've got hamstring, shin, and a little bit in my hip. I don't really feel anything going on much in my right leg, a little bit of stretch in the calf, I feel. Okay, so that's pyramid. Then when she has you go, and you know, like see how I just had to reach out and like grab the bed to keep my balance? That's fine if you want to keep a chair there. So once you go to pyramid, right, then you're going to move up into Warrior 3. That's the one that takes a little bit of chutzpah because you have to kind of like push your muscles and get yourself, so what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself, your back foot's going to come up and all the weight's going to go on your extended leg. So you're going to push up like so. Now here's the thing, when people start getting to this position, what tends to happen is same thing. Their hip starts to rotate out. You don't want that. You actually want to, in Warrior 3, you want to keep that hip straight, just the way I have it. You should feel total wobbliness on your left foot, and your left hamstring should be killing you. Like I feel it burning right now, and I'm actually giving myself a little support with my right hand. It's burning like hell, like right around here. So you want to keep your hips straight, and you can make sure you're doing that by looking at your back foot. Is your back foot pointing down? Oh, I got a little friend here. So if your back foot is your toes are pointing towards the floor, you're in Warrior 3. You can either do your hands back like this, or you can have your hands out in front. Whoop, I'm a little wobbly there too. Okay, then from here, you're gonna go to half moon pose. So all you do is you just take your hand and you touch your hand down to the floor, but you keep your hip the same thing. And here again, you're going to want to feel like you're going to turn out. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your hand down and your hip square, and then just put your arm up. When you go to 3-point balance, that's when you can open up your hip. So now 3-point balance, I'm going to turn my hip out. If you guys can see, my hair's in the way. But see how I'm turning my hip out now? And I turn my hip out, and then I can put my hand up, and I can even look up if I want to. Okay, whoop, I'm a little wobbly this morning. But that's where, when you do 3-point balance, that's where you can get this hip out, okay? And you don't have to have, at that point, you don't have to have your hip like that. You can have it turned out. Okay, so I hope that helps. And don't mind my little friend here, my little kitty friend who showed up for the session. So I'll see you.